the language of Quraysh, as the Quran was revealed in their language. So they acted accordingly. Said bin Thabit was an Ansari and not from Quraysh. Volume 4, Book 56, number 710, narrated by Salama Allah's apostle passed by some people from the tribe of Islam practicing archery. He said, "O children of Ishmael, throw arrows, for your father was an archer. I am on the side of Bani so-and-so," meaning one of the two teams. The other team stopped throwing, whereupon the prophet said, "What has happened to them?" They replied, "How shall we throw while you are with Bani so-and-so?" He said, "Throw, for I am with all of you." Volume 4, Book 56, number 711, narrated by Abu Dar. The prophet said, "If somebody claims to be the son of any other than his real father knowingly, he but disbelieves in Allah, and if somebody claims to belong to some folk to whom he does not belong, let such a person take his place in the hell fire." Volume 4, Book 56, number 712, narrated by Wathila bin al-Aska. Allah's apostle said, "Verily, one of the worst lies is to claim falsely to be the son of someone other than one's real father, or to claim to have had a dream one has not had, or to attribute to me what I have not said." Volume 4, Book 56, number 713, narrated by Ibn Abbas. The delegates of Abdul Qais came to Allah's apostle and said, "O Allah's apostle, we are from the tribe of Rabia, and the infidels of Mudar tribe stand between us and you, so that we cannot come to you except in the sacred months. Therefore, we would like you to give us some instructions which we may follow and convey to our people staying behind us." The prophet said, "I order you to observe 4 things and forbid you to do 4 things. I order you to believe in Allah, testifying that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah, to offer the prayer perfectly, to pay the zakat, and to give 1/5 of the war booty to Allah. And I forbid you to use ad-duba, al-hantam, an-nakir, and al-muzaffat. These are names of utensils in which alcoholic drinks were served." Volume 4, Book 56, number 714, narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. I heard Allah's apostle on the pulpit saying, "Verily afflictions will start from here," pointing towards the east, whence the side of the head of Satan comes out. Volume 4, Book 56, number 715, narrated by Abu Hurairah. The prophet said, "The tribes of Quraysh, Al-Ansar, Juhayna, Muzayna, Aslam, Gifar and Ashya are my helpers, and they have no protector, that is master, except Allah and his apostle." Volume 4, Book 56, number 716, narrated by Abdullah bin Umar. While Allah's apostle was on the pulpit, he said, "May Allah give the tribe of Gifar, and may Allah save the tribe of Aslam. The tribe of Usayya have disobeyed Allah and his apostle." Volume 4, Book 56, number 717, narrated by Abu Hurairah. The prophet said, "May Allah save the tribe of Aslam, and may Allah forgive the tribe of Gifar." Volume 4, Book 56, number 718, narrated by Abu Bakr. The prophet said, "Do you think that the tribes of Juhayna, Muzayna, Aslam and Gifar are better than the tribes of Bani Tamim, Bani Asad, Bam Abdullah bin Ghatafan, and Bani Amir bin Sasa?" A man said, "They were unsuccessful and losers." The prophet added, "Yes, they are better than the tribes of Bani Tamim, Bani Asad, Bani Abdullah bin Ghatafan, and Bani Amir bin Sasa." Volume 4, Book 56, number 719, narrated by Abu Bakr al-Aqra bin Habis said to the prophet, "Nobody gave you the pledge of allegiance but the robbers of the pilgrims, that is those who used to rob the pilgrims, from the tribes of Aslam, Gifar, Muzayna." Ibn Abi Yaqub is in doubt whether al-Aqra added, "and Juhayna." The prophet said, "Don't you think that the tribes of Aslam, Gifar, Muzayna, and also perhaps Juhayna are better than the tribes of Bani Tamim, Bani Amir, Asad and Ghatafan?" Somebody said, "They were unsuccessful and losers." The prophet said, "Yes, by him in whose hands my life is, they, that is the former, are better than they, that is the latter." Abu Hurairah said, the prophet said, "The people of Bani Aslam, Gifar and some people of Muzayna, or some people of Juhayna or Muzayna, are better in Allah's sight, or on the day of resurrection, than the tribes of Asad, Tamim, Hawazin and Ghatafan." Volume 4, Book 56, number 720, narrated by Jabir. We were in the company of the Prophet in a Ghazwa. A large number of emigrants joined him, and among the emigrants there was a person who used to play jokes, or play with spears. So he, jokingly, stroked an Ansari man on the hip. The Ansari got so angry that both of them called their people. The Ansari said, "Help, O Ansar!" And the emigrant said, "Help, O emigrants!" The Prophet came out and said, "What is wrong with the people as they are calling this call of the period of ignorance?" Then he said, "What is the matter with them?" So he was told about the stroke of the emigrant to the Ansari. The Prophet said, "Stop this, that is appeal for help, for it is an evil call." Abdullah bin Ubay bin Salul, a hypocrite, said, "The emigrants have called and gathered against us, so when we return to Medina surely the more honorable people will expel there from the meaner, Upon that Umar said, "O Allah's Prophet, shall we not kill this evil person, that is Abdullah bin Ubay bin Salul?" The Prophet said no, lest the people should say that Muhammad used to kill his companions. Volume 4, Book 56, number 721, narrated by Abdullah bin Mas'ud. The Prophet said, "Whoever slaps his face or tears the bosom of his dress or calls the calls of the period of ignorance is not from us." Volume 4, Book 56, number 722, narrated by Abu Huraira. Allah's Apostle said, Amr bin Luhai bin Kam'a bin Kindif was the father of Kuza'ah. Volume 4, Book 56, number 723, narrated by Sa'id bin al-Musayyab al-Bahira, was an animal whose milk was spared for the idols and other deities, and so nobody was allowed to milk it. As Saiba was an animal which they, the infidels, used to set free in the names of their gods, so that it would not be used for carrying anything. Abu Huraira said, the Prophet said, "I saw Amr bin Amir bin Luhai al-Khuzai dragging his intestines in the hell fire, for he was the first man who started the custom of releasing animals, for the sake of false gods." Volume 4, Book 56, number 724, narrated by Ibn Abbas. When the news of the advent of the Prophet reached Abu Dar, he said to his brother, "Ride to this valley, and bring me the news of this man, that is the Prophet, who claims to be a prophet receiving information from the heaven. Listen to him and then come to me." His brother set out till he met the Prophet and listened to his speech and returned to Abu Dar and said to him, "I have seen him exhorting people to virtues and his speech was not like poetry." Abu Dar said, "You have not satisfied me as to what I wanted." So he took his journey food and a waterskin full of water and set out till he reached Mecca, where he went to the mosque looking for the Prophet whom he did not know, and he would not like to ask someone about him. So, a portion of the night had passed when Ali saw him and realized that he was a stranger. Abu Dar followed him to his house, but neither of them asked the other about anything till it was morning, when he carried his waterskin and food and went to the mosque. He spent that day without being observed by the Prophet till it was night, when he returned to his sleeping place. Ali again passed by him and said, "Hasn't the man, that is Abu Dar, recognized his dwelling place yet?" So, Ali let him get up and took him to his house. But neither of them asked the other about anything till it was the third day, when Ali had the same experience with him, and Abu Dar again stayed with him. Ali then asked, "Won't you tell me what has brought you here?" He replied, "If you give me a promise and a convention that you will guide me, then I will tell you." When Ali did, Abu Dar informed him of his purpose. Ali said, "It is the truth, and he, that is Muhammad, is the apostle of Allah. So when the morning comes, follow me, and if I should perceive any danger threatening you, I will give you a hint by pretending to go to the water closet. But if I carried on walking, follow me till you enter the place that I will enter." Abu Dur agreed, and followed Ali till he entered the place of the Prophet, and Abu Dur entered with him. He then listened to the speech of the Prophet and embraced Islam on that very spot. The Prophet said to him, "Go back to your people and inform them of this religion till you receive my further orders." Abu Dur said, "By him in whose hands my life is, I will proclaim my conversion to Islam publicly amongst them, that is infidels." He went out till he reached the mosque and announced as loudly as possible, "I testify that none has the right to be worshipped but Allah, and that Muhammad is the apostle of Allah." The people then got up and beat him till they knocked him down. Al-Abbas came and threw himself over him, to protect him, saying, "Woe to you! Don't you know that he is from Ghifar, and there is the road to your merchants towards Sham, that is through the place where this tribe dwells?" Thus, he saved him from them. Abu Dar did the same on the next day, and the people beat him again, and Al-Abbas drew himself over him to save him as before. Volume 4, Book 56, number 725, narrated by Abu Jamra ibn Abbas said to us, "Shall I tell you the story of Abu Dar's conversion to Islam?" We said, "Yes." He said, Abu Dar said, "I was a man from the tribe of Ghifar. We heard that a man had appeared in Mecca, claiming to be a prophet. Said to my brother, 'Go to that man and talk to him and bring me his news.' He set out, met him and returned. I asked him, 'What is the news with you?' He said, 'By Allah, I saw a man enjoining what is good and forbidding what is evil.' I said to him, 'You have not satisfied me with this little information.' So I took a waterskin and a stick and proceeded towards Mecca. Neither did I know him, that is the Prophet, nor did I like to ask anyone about him. I kept on drinking Zamzam water and staying in the mosque. Then Ali passed by me and said, 'It seems you are a stranger?' I said, 'Yes.' He proceeded to his house and I accompanied him. Neither did he ask me anything, nor did I tell him anything. Next morning I went to the mosque to ask about the Prophet, but no one told me anything about him. Ali passed by me again and asked, 'Hasn't the man recognized his dwelling place yet?' I said, 'No.' He said, 'Come along with me.' He asked me, 'What is your business? What has brought you to this town?' I said to him, 'If you keep my secret, I will tell you.' He said, 'I will do.' I said to him, We have heard that a person has appeared here, claiming to be a prophet. I sent my brother to speak to him, and when he returned, he did not bring a satisfactory report. So I thought of meeting him personally. Ali said to Abu Dhar, "You have reached your goal. I am going to him just now, so follow me, and wherever I enter, enter after me. If I should see someone who may cause you trouble, I will stand near a wall pretending to mend my shoes, as a warning, and you should go away then." Ali proceeded, and I accompanied him till he entered a place, and I entered with him to the Prophet, to whom I said, "Present the principles of Islam to me." When he did, I embraced Islam immediately. He said to me, "O Abu Dhar, keep your conversion as a secret and return to your town, and when you hear of our victory, return to us." I said, "By him who has sent you with the truth, I will announce my conversion to Islam publicly amongst them, that is the infidels." Abu Dhar went to the mosque, where some people from Quraysh were present, and said, "O folk of Quraysh, I testify that none has the right to be worshipped except Allah, and I, also, testify that Muhammad is Allah's slave and his apostle." Hearing that, the Qurayshi men said, "Get at this Sabi, Muslim." They got up and beat me nearly to death. Al-Abbas saw me and threw himself over me to protect me. He then faced them and said, "Woe to you, you want to kill a man from the tribe of Ghifar, although your trade and your communications are through the territory of Ghifar?" They therefore left me. The next morning I returned to the mosque and said the same as I have said on the previous day. They again said, "Get at this Sabi." I was treated in the same way as on the previous day, and again, Al-Abbas found me and threw himself over me to protect me, and told them the same as he had said the day before. So that was the conversion of Abu Dhar, may Allah be merciful to him, to Islam. Volume 4, Book 56, number 726. Narrated by Ibn Abbas. If you wish to know about the ignorance of the Arabs, refer to Surat Al-An'am after verse num 130. Indeed lost are those who have killed their children from folly without knowledge, and have forbidden that which Allah has provided for them, inventing a lie against Allah. They have indeed gone astray and were not guided. 6.14. Volume 4, Book 56, number 727, narrated by Ibn Abbas, when the verse, "and warn your tribe of near kindred." 26.214 was revealed, the Prophet started calling the Arab tribes, "O Bani Fir, O Bani Adi," mentioning first the various branch tribes of Quraysh. Narrated Ibn Abbas, when the verse, "and warn your tribe of near kindred," 26.214, was revealed, the Prophet started calling every tribe by its name. Volume 4, Book 56, number 728, narrated by Abu Huraira. The Prophet said, "O Bani Abd Munaf, buy yourselves from Allah. O Bani Abdul Muttalib, buy yourselves from Allah. O mother of Az-Zubair bin al-Awwam, the aunt of Allah's apostle, and O Fatima bint Muhammad, buy yourselves from Allah, for I cannot defend you before Allah. You both can ask me from my property as much as you like." Volume 4, Book 56, number 729, narrated by Anas. The Prophet sent for the Ansar, and when they came, he asked, "Is there any stranger amongst you?" They said, "No, except the son of our sister." Allah's apostle said, "The son of the sister of some people belongs to them." Volume 4, Book 56, number 730, narrated by Aisha, that during the Mina days, Abu Bakr came to her, while there were two girls with her, beating drums, and the Prophet was lying, covering himself with his garment. Abu Bakr rebuked the two girls, but the Prophet uncovered his face and said, "O Abu Bakr, leave them, for these are the days of Eid festival." Those days were the days of Mina. Aisha added, "I was being screened by the Prophet while I was watching the Ethiopians playing in the mosque. Umar rebuked them, but the Prophet said, 'Leave them, O Bani Arfida, play, for you are safe.'" Volume 4, Book 56, number 731, narrated by Aisha. Once Hassan bin Thabit asked the permission of the Prophet to lampoon, that is, compose satirical poetry defaming the infidels. The Prophet said, "What about the fact that I have common descent with them?" Hassan replied, "I shall take you out of them as a hare is taken out of dough." Narrated Urwa, I started abusing Hassan in front of Aisha, whereupon she said, "Don't abuse him, for he used to defend the Prophet with his poetry." Volume 4, Book 56, number 732, narrated by Jubair bin Mut'im. Allah's apostle said, "I have 5 names. I am Muhammad and Ahmad. I am Al-Mahi, through whom Allah will eliminate infidelity. I am Al-Hashir, who will be the first to be resurrected, the people being resurrected thereafter, and I am also Al-Aqib,